Hi, everybody. I promised I would answer all the questions I've gotten about Leo ever since that we started posting him. So I am here to do that now. I wanted to get him when he was up and playing, but well, you're just going to have to watch a sleeping Leo while I answer the questions. Now, I took all the questions from the post that I did and from the questions I've gotten over the last months that we've been doing videos of Leo on YouTube. They're all mixed up. They're not going to be answered in any kind of order that so people don't get upset about anything. So the first question I get, and the most common question that we get, is how long have we had Leo? January 8th is his gotcha day, and we will have had him 4 years coming up in 2025. He was 1 year old, estimated to be 1 year old when we adopted him. That's, on the long lines of adoption. I believe in adopting over buying any kind of animal. There's plenty out there that need homes, so please go and adopt. Don't shop. How big is he? That is the second most, believe it or not, the second most common question we get is how big is he? I always get, when people see him for the first time, they're like, oh, wow, he's really, really big. And we don't feel like he's that big. His weight does fluctuate. He goes through periods where he's very active, and then he goes through periods where he's doing what he's doing now, which is just entirely just sleeping all day, which is what a cat is supposed to do at his age. He's 4. But he is an orange cat, so he is quite mischievous and gets up to a lot of BS all the time. But I don't know, he's pretty long. He is a big cat. The vet said he is, they're just, I don't know what they call him. But I don't know, I call him my bully cat because he is pretty big. He's not really fat. He's just big. I'd say he probably weighs 14 pounds or so. I haven't really weighed him in a while. He is on a diet right now because he was getting a little chunky and his tummy was a little upset. So I had to stop his dad from overfeeding him. Yeah, because he loves food like a typical orange cat. So, but I don't know. To me, he's just, I don't know. He's not that big. He's my baby. But how old is he? Well, he's going to be 5 in January. So we just went based on what they said, that he was about a year old. They couldn't tell for sure. But based on his teeth, his weight, his size, they said he was a year when we got him. So he's going to be 5 in January. We say on his gotcha day is his birthday, which is January 8th. Yes, we buy him lots of presents. We totally spoil him. And I don't care what anybody says about that because he's my baby and I love him. So I will always, always, always spoil him. Sorry for the noise in the background. That is the washing machine. It is very loud. So somebody asked if he has a sad story. I don't know what you would consider sad, but to me, any cat that is found out on the street, it's sad. There should be no animal or person that has to live on the street, unless that's where they want to be. But I don't think any animal really wants to be out there. But yeah, they found him abandoned. He was always very friendly, so they didn't have any trouble catching him. Then they put him through getting neutered and getting his shots and all that before they put him up for adoption. So, yeah, to me, that's sad. But to others, it might not be so sad because he was found, he was rescued, and we adopted him, which is good. But, like I said, no animal, no person, nobody should have to be on the street, especially when it was cold. Because his ears were frostbitten, one of his paws was frostbitten, and he still has problems with that one paw. It bothers him a lot. So to me, that's sad because I don't want to see him in any pain. I hate that. And I'm really upset at whoever tossed this sweet baby out because he didn't deserve that. So to me, it's sad. Don't know to you if it's sad or not. But the other question we got is, how do we pick his name? I don't know. We couldn't agree on a name. And to me, he's a really brave cat. So He's my little lion. That's all. And it's a pretty common cat name, so I really did want to name him like something weird like Bob or Steve. But his father isn't into names like that for a cat, so, or a dog. Spare human. I get a lot of questions about what does spare human mean and why do I feel like I am the spare human? Because I am. He has a very close relationship with his father. They are inseparable when he is home. As you can see in a lot of these videos, he's always on him, near him, hanging with him, following him around the house, meowing at him. I mean, the poor man can't even go to the bathroom without him getting in his lap. So I am the spare human because I will do in a pinch. Like, he comes to me, he loves me, I know that. But when he's hungry or he's, his dad isn't home and he really, really wants to be petted, then he'll come to me. But I don't mind that. Seeing the relationship they have to me is very sweet. I'm the spare human, I don't care, but I know this cat loves me, deep in his bones. So that's all that matters to me. And all that matters to me really too is I love him. And he, fulfills my need to have something to love and take care of. And I will do that. I don't care if I'm not his favorite. It's fine. But that's what spare human means. It means you're not the favorite of this animal. But I'm not even compared to some people who are the spare human, I have it good. Some spare humans don't even get the attention of the cat. So it's good. Yeah. So, does he like other animals? He does like dogs. We know that. His dad's sister has a little fluff ball that when we first moved to Oregon, we stayed with her, and that dog followed him around everywhere, and he pretended he was annoyed, but we would always catch him cuddling or cleaning the dog or something. So yeah, don't let him fool you. But other cats, see, we didn't know this, but he had to stay over at my sister's one night, and she has a cat named Steffi, as some of you have seen in some of the videos. She's a very cute void cat. He got along with her fine there. But as soon as she came into his territory, it was a different story. He didn't tolerate her at all. He was like, get out of my house. I don't want you here. Every time she passed by him, he would hiss at her. And I mean, they did get into fights occasionally, but he just mainly made her stay away by hissing at her. So I don't think he wants another cat in his space. Do believe he would tolerate a dog, though. The topic of declawing has come up a lot when people talk to me about him. He is not declawed. I know there's controversy surrounding declawing your cat. I will never do that. I don't believe there's a reason. It puts them through unnecessary pain. So no, he has his claws, and I'm very grateful for that, because the one time that he got lost for 3 weeks, I don't think he would have survived out there if he didn't have them. So keep that in mind, guys. I'm not trying to cause any controversy or discussion, but try and not declaw if you can, because it does hurt them. In his videos, people want to know if he gets, he's waking up. Come, baby. You want to turn around? Yuck. There, say hi. Yeah, people want to know if we prompt him to do the looks that he gives or whatever. No, that's editing. We record him for a while, kind of like what I'm doing right now, just sitting there or playing or whatever. And within that recording, there will be different things, different looks that he gives, or different tosses of his head, or something that I will then edit that down to fit whatever sound I'm using or whatever we're doing. I will not make him work for me, if that makes sense. I just record him doing natural stuff. I think one time I prompted him. One time, because the sound called for it. So he did what he needed to do, and I prompted him with a toy, and then I paid him with treats. He's very well paid. He's very well taken care of. So don't worry, he's not abused to do this or anything like that. I would never, ever hurt this animal. I would never. He's my heart. You guys don't understand. He is my heart. The other, like, biggest question I get is, why do we do this? Why do we put him on YouTube? Well, I have a lot of health issues, and they really started flaring up in 2023 in March. Took me a long time to get better. I went through 2 surgeries for my foot, and then this year, finding out that there's other health issues that are going to cause, untimely things to happen. I needed something to do. Something to focus on, and something that would help me interact with other people. And this is what I did. We used to put them on TikTok a while ago, but I hate TikTok, so I just won't do that anymore. But the YouTube communities that I'm involved with, with him and then with other things that I do, I have found a lot of friends here. One really good friend that, I would consider that I would do a lot for. So he has helped me come out of my shell a little bit and do something that is meaningful to me. So I'm always grateful to him for that. The other question we get is, do we feed him a lot of treats and stuff? No. We joke around about second breakfast and treats whenever he wants, but he's fed healthy. He does get table scraps from my husband, his dad, but we have put a stop to that for now because he was getting a little chunky, and I'm one that's saying that's not good for him. I like to feed him things that are good for him, that will keep him around for a very long time, because he's like a child to me, and I just couldn't imagine my life without him. I know to some people they're just pets, they're just cats, they're just dogs, but to me, he's my heart. He's really my heart. I love him so much. Even though he can be a turd a lot of the times, he's your typical orange cat. But I wouldn't have him any other way. I really would not take this cat any other way than he is. His personality, he's so lovey. It gets up to a lot of mischief. I mean, he's almost 5 and he's still so entertaining, and we don't know what he's going to do next. What was his hidden talent? Well, we revealed that the other day in the 3K video. He does somersaults. He is an acrobat. One day, right after we got him, he walked over and he just did a somersault right in front of me, and I was like, nobody is going to believe me that he did that. There's absolutely no one that's going to believe me he did it. And of course I was correct. People didn't believe me that he did it. So I had to wait and wait for him to do it again, and he did it, and I caught it on video back then, and I showed everybody, and they were like, oh my God, your cat's an acrobat. And I'm like, I know, I don't know why he does it. But I have found since then there's a lot of cats who do that. It could be from anything, ranging from anxiety to happiness to just playfulness. And I would very much hope that he's not doing it out of anxiety, because, he has nothing to be anxious about. He's, we love him and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's his hidden talent. Besides the fact that he's the most cutest cat ever, he's an acrobat. He seems to know also when he's being filmed, and he will act different. He will pose. He will do things that he normally doesn't do when he knows the camera's pointed at him. So, like right now, he doesn't have any clue I'm recording him. He just thinks I'm talking to him. So, he's so cute. And he has a couple of these beds that around the house that he lays in, and he's allowed mostly up on a lot of things. There's only a few pieces of furniture he's not allowed on, but tries to get up there anyway, and that's where the TVs are. We don't let him up where the TVs are, because last thing we need is for him to be knocking those down. So that's our little Leo Mac in a nutshell. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask, and I will gather them up like I did this time and just make a whole nother video. Thank you for 3K subs. I know a lot of people would say that's nothing, but to us, it means a lot. So we appreciate that as well. And I will see you and talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.